Oh, gee, y'all. This assignment is a hot mess.
You want a papa girl? Call me. You want Chanel? Call me. You want
So I'm on to assignment number 2, and holy schmoly, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. Okay. Yeah, it's been interesting. This is my second assignment. First assignment, I was like, okay, I like it, you know. I know what I like, I know what I don't like. Let's get on to assignment number 2. My second assignment took me so long to book because I was nitpicky. After assignment number 1, I was like, okay, I know exactly where I don't want to go. I know where I want to go. I know the type of facility I want to work at. So I really thought that, you know, I had it together. So this time for this, the company that I switched over to, they do, you either let them book your flight or they book your flight for you. You pick your housing or they pick it for you. Yeah. So I opted for them to book my flight and give me a place to stay. Being that this is a shorter assignment, I was like, look, it's not me that will be stressing. I'm not going to stress. I will let someone stress for me, you know. I should have rethought that. So I had them book the flight, and my assignment started on a Tuesday. So they had me there. No wait, yeah, they had me there on Monday, right? The flight that they booked for me, it wasn't a straight flight. I had to had a pit stop, then I got another flight, and the flight in itself was an issue. You know, switch planes and everything. But I was like, you know what? I'm up for the adventure. It's cool. So did that, arrived there, I shipped my car. Shipping cars is never straightforward. I shipped my car, alright, I got there to go pick my car up with the Uber. The people weren't there to give me my car. I was like, look, my car is there. I will open the door with my spare key, activate the alarm, and drive over my car. Like, really and truly. And the thing that was annoying me was because I told the people that I'm picking up the car that I was gonna be there. Like, it wasn't like, ooh, surprise. So they already knew. And then the guy was telling me, oh, it's gonna be a 45 minutes. My phone was on like 3%. I'm out by myself. I have luggage. I'm a small person. Someone will carry me and go. And what would I tell my mother? Please. So I was already like lit on 1,000 levels. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm just going to gather my car and go. Luckily, you know, after using my adult voice, the shipper people got someone there to give me my car, and I gave them my money, and I left. Got to my hotel. Hotel is icy. I was like, okay, I see ya. Okay, hotel life, I get it. And I enjoyed that aspect of it. That was a refresher, and it ain't that bad. So after the rambunctiousness of my first day, I was like, cool, let me sleep and I'll go for an orientation. The orientation at this facility was at nighttime. So I was like, oh, that's so considerate, being that, you know, I'm working night shift, so I really love that idea. I had all my papers printed out. This is where I'm supposed to go. This is where I'm supposed to meet. I had everything on deck. Rode up there to the facility, and it's really beautiful. I'm like, dang, this is nice. Got there, rolled up there, and of course I didn't know where I'm supposed to, you know, I didn't know the layout. So I was like, you know what, let me just go to the front office people, you know, the help desk. I go there and I'm like, hey, so I'm looking for X, Y, and Z people. And they're looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, they're like, oh, they've already gone home from the day. They're HR, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm, you know, a travel nurse, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, this is the information I got. And the lady's looking at me bewildered, and I'm like, yo, my first instinct was, this is a catfish. This was a total catfish. And I've read about people showing up to an assignment and there's no assignment, or showing up to an assignment and it's been canceled, and then having to find last minute contracts. I've heard of that. So to be in that position, I was distraught. I was like, what is going on? Did I just get canceled and no one told me? I'm looking through emails, because when I tell you, nobody knew I was supposed to be there. Nobody had any idea that I was showing up, and I was so concerned. Called my recruiter didn't pick up. Called the second-hand lady, didn't pick up. And I was like, Jesus Christi, are you serious? I was getting annoyed. I called my mom. I was like, what do I do? My parents give very good legal advice, and she was like, you know what, write them up an email right now, explain the situation. Because my thing was, I didn't want to get faulted if I was supposed to show up and I didn't show up. but I'm here. You get what I'm saying? So I went ahead and I, you know, wrote a quick little email. I sent it, and you know, just to cover my bases, because I was like, look, y'all have me out here. I'm about to go home. Luckily, my recruiter got back to me, and she was like, I was like, what do you want me to do? Sit in the parking lot, wait for someone to come get me, or leave? She told me to leave. I left. So I go home, and I'm just like hitting up my recruiter. Spoke to her on the phone, and I was just like, please tell me this is not a con. Luckily, it was not a con. I went there the next day, and lo and behold, they knew who I was. And I was like, okay, hey guys, I'm here. And I had literally 2 days of orientation. 2 days. The first, well, 2 nights. The first night literally was me getting my badge, getting my security tag, all that first day stuff that should have been done during an actual legit orientation day. And I was like, okay. So my first shift had nothing to, like, bare minimum patient care. I was just trying to get oriented to the charting, get oriented to the floor where everything is. So that was done. That was a wrap. Then night 2 comes along, my shift comes along, and they were like, oh, so how do you want to do this? You're gonna be by yourself the next night. I was like, just give me all the patients, and you just come and you just go behind me and check, because I don't have time. I really do not have time to sit here and watch you do everything and me be confused and be like, what, when I'm by myself? I said no. So that's exactly what I did for my second night, and it went well. Like, despite the craziness that was my first shift, or supposedly my orientation or whatever, like, thank God for the people who I shadowed, because they made me feel a lot more comfortable. You know, I didn't meet anyone from HR. I didn't meet anybody. It was totally different from my first assignment. Like, I just feel like I am solo dolo in this joint. It's just me and my recruiter. Thank God for the friendly travel nurses that I'm meeting as I'm in my hallway, as I'm working the shift, and they're like, no, you need to make sure they got this, that, and that in order. And so that's basically what I'm doing. My schedule is a hot mess, and I'm looking at, like, who gonna work all these shifts that they have me signed up. I'm going back and forth with my recruiter, and I'm like, yo, I'm all about making money, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna kill myself over money. Like, I know of people who work like 48 hours, 12 in the day, 12 at night, and you know, I just that's not the life that I want to live. So therefore, I'm not gonna subject myself to that. So right now I'm on a little, like, a day break. Like, I have 1 day off, that I'm back to working like 3 nights in a row. So it's been one for the books for sure, but I think I'll be okay, just being that I have so much support from the other travelers, and my recruiter has my back. Those are the 2 things that I have going for me. So I'm just going to take it as that, and just, we're gonna ride this one out. We're gonna see. We're going to see. But anyway, if you guys would like more on my travel experience, check out other videos, as well as follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And
wake up and leave.
see you guys next time.
Party on 999. Party on 10. Booty on 10.